There comes a time in every household's life that you want to redecorate. We've had the paper up for a number of years, and I began getting the itch, so I mentioned it to Grant, and he started to run in panic. He said, "What's wrong with what we've got? It's been there for 20 years. There's no problem with it." And I said, "It's time, dear." I was talking this over with a friend of mine, and she just looked at me and she said, "Well, Grant's decrophobic. You're not going to get anywhere with him, so just you go ahead and do it." So we started. Mind you, I did get his permission. And in the process of deciding what we were going to do, we decided to take down the wallpaper and do a fresh paint job through this entire area. And I decided I would do most of the work in terms of removing the paper myself. And as I've been working on it, of course I researched on the internet on how to remove wallpaper, and most of the instructions that I saw online said you get one of these things that scrape up the wallpaper and put holes in the top layer so that when you soak it, you can easily scrape off with another tool all of the wallpaper. I was talking with our painter, and he said do not use one of those, because in his experience, every time that he has gone into a home to paint after someone has removed wallpaper with one of those tools, he has had to repair the wall of all the damage that was caused by the tool, because it not only perforated the paper, but it perforated the surface of the wall. And so he said, just soak the wallpaper. So that's what I've been doing, is I've been soaking it, soaking and peeling, and it's actually coming off not too badly without any damage to the wall, which I'm very pleased about. But as I've been working on this, because it's taking time, it's a very time-consuming job, needs lots of patience, God's been talking to me about how this is so similar to inner healing. We will take our issues and our hurts and our pains, and we will paper over them. That's where the expression paper over the cracks comes from. People are trying to hide things in their homes, make them all pretty so the visitors can't see, and so they paper over the ugly stuff underneath and cover it up. When you apply that to our lives, it's like we are putting on masks or putting up fronts or trying to create good impressions so that no one can see the mess we're really in underneath all that stuff. So we paper over our cracks. We put up wallpaper so we look nice on Sundays, where in actual fact at home we're a complete and utter mess. And if some people say, well, when you go at uncovering stuff, just take a crowbar to it basically, or take one of those tools to scrape it up. And some inner healing methods have been very abusive and painful, and you don't want to go in that direction. You want to just experience the soaking benefits of inner healing prayer ministry, so that you don't have to be healed from the abuse of being ministered to. And so I've been thinking about this, and the Lord's been showing me that when I stand here and just hold a wet cloth on top of my paper layers, it's like I'm being soaked in God's love by the water of the Holy Spirit. He's just soaking through all of my different layers and showing me or bringing me to the place where I can pull off yet another layer and receive healing for an issue that's been there for a while. And all it's been taking is allowing the presence of His love to flow in my life, and that the water of the Holy Spirit to do His work and soak through all of the crusty old stuff that shouldn't be there anymore. And then it can easily be removed without any scarring. Sometimes, though, when we pull off one layer of wallpaper, we discover that someone else has put other layers of wallpaper on. That's almost like generational issues that surface, and they can be dealt with in the same fashion. Lots of soaking in the presence of God's love and being healed up by the water of the Spirit. So I want to encourage you that if you've been wearing masks, if you've been papering over your cracks, now is a good time to stop being decrophobic and to start soaking in the presence of God's love and allow it just to pour into your through your cracks and all the crevices in you, and allow the water of the Holy Spirit to remove all the gummy, yucky stuff that's underneath there, and be healed up so that you can be decorated according to God's specifications. So if this is your first time here, well, we would like, first off, for you to let us know how your wallpaper stripping is going in your personal lives, and not necessarily this kind of wallpaper, but the kind that we cover ourselves with. And if it's your first time visiting this website and you'd like to subscribe and hear more from us, all you have to do is fill out the subscription form, and it's on this side. So fill that subscription form out, and then you'll hear from us regularly. So we'll talk to you again next week.